Hi everyone, it's Nancy Bastine here again today, and there's just a couple of things I wanted to show you. I don't know, all of a sudden I decided, I guess I got camera shy and decided I was getting real nervous being in this camera and you don't even see my face, but you hear my voice, and it's kind of raspy today because I guess it's the allergy season, I don't know. But anyway, I wanted to show you these riders. Everybody wants these, put their paint in these riders. And I found these at Joann's, and there were 6 in a package, and you just put your paint in there. Now I use golden airbrush medium to thin them out, so that way the pigment doesn't get distorted anyway with water or anything that you could put in it. And then you just cut the end off however you want it, and you just write with it. Now the only problem is I wanted the ones that the fine line writers with the long needle on them, because they write real thin. These you have to cut them down so far to get the hole in them that you get a big writer like that. Then I found these, and I think I found these at Hobby Lobby because I'm not quite sure. But Hobby Lobby always has a lot of empty bottles and caps and refill things. And these are writers also. They have a small little hole in them. And these they just hook onto your paints, screw onto your paints. And I put a needle because there's no cap to cap them off with, so I was sure it would get clogged up, so I just put a pin in mine. Now these are real small writers. They do write real little, which I like that. You see that? Let me zoom you in a little bit. You see that? I don't know if you can see it very good. But anyway, I like these a lot, other than they don't have a cap on them, and if you're halfway blind like I am, trying to put the needle in that hole is going to be really hard some days. But anyway, caps with a little bitty hole. And let's put that needle back in there again. And writers, paint writers, which you have to cut off the end, which gives you, I tried to stick a needle in it and it was so tough I couldn't get the needle through the plastic. You really have to cut the end off. And I tried, and it went down a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit at a time, a little bit, until I got it where I thought it was, and then it was almost too much and made a real heavy line. Now, another thing that I found at Walmart were the Sharpie stains. I've been looking all over for these, and they finally got them in, I guess, for the back to school. And these are the ones that you write on clothes with, but they are permanent markers, and they're brush markers. They have a brush tip, which is real good. I like that. And they write really well. Then I wanted to show you, I'm going to just paint this paint out because it'll stay on here and won't dry up, and then I don't want to get my stuff in it. rinse that brush out. There goes Belle again. She's just in trouble every day. Every day she gets into trouble. I don't know what I'm going to do with this little girl to keep her. I just love her. I don't know. I just don't know how to correct her to keep her from getting into trouble. She chews the rug. She chewed holes in the rug in our room. Oh, I just don't know. Anyway, this is a thing that Shannon Green has been doing with making the 5-petal flowers. And I've been doing a few of these. She paints them with markers. These were made out of book text, and I just painted them with paint and then went over them with markers. But I wanted to show you, we all have these. I'm sure you all know what these are. Our grocery receipts. Don't throw them away. Don't throw them away, people, because you can make flowers out of them. I'm going to show you how to do that. Can you all see my in frame? I'm having a hard time trying to adjust this camera, make sure that everything's in frame. Okay. What we're going to do is fold this over, and we can get several out of a big sheet of receipts from when we buy stuff. Then we're going to cut the little square. See, you fold it over, you got a square. You do that again, fold it over. Make a square. Sorry about my throat. I'm going to have to wet it here in a minute. I've had a scratchy throat and a runny nose. And I just keep doing this until I get all my squares cut. And I guess if you wanted to fiddle with the little bitty one, but I don't really like fiddling with the little tiny ones, so I don't mess with that part. Excuse me, I'm going to take a drink here. I'm going to have Diet Coke. And I hope I don't belch because it was real fizzy. Okay, now what you do, you can all watch Shannon Green's video, how she does this, but I'm stealing it from her. Sorry, Shannon, I'm stealing your YouTube video. You fold it in half that way. Then you take this corner, which would be my right hand corner, and you fold that up to about 3/4 of an inch from that edge. Can you see? You see that? Then you take this corner and you're going to fold it even with that fold. Fold it over so you have a point like that. Then you take the right corner again and you fold it all the way over to the other edge. Like that. And then you have something that looks like this. Okay, and then you're going to cut this end off because they're nothing. We don't need those. Cut those off. We can throw those away. Okay, now you're going to want to come up about 1/2 inch from this point down here, about 1/2 inch, and make a petal shape. I'll show you how to do that. We're going to cut that, cut it up, and make a petal shape. So we have something that looks like that. And when you unfold it, you get a perfect well, if I could unfold it, 5-petal shaped flower out of your grocery receipts. And you can paint that, you can color it with markers, and you can just have a good old time with these flowers. As Shannon Green says she does, I think it's crack flowers on the couch, or craft cracked flowers on the couch. I think that's how she says it. I'm not sure. But let's do another one. Okay, we've got our square. Remember, we folded it in a triangle and got our square. So we're going to fold it up so we have an oblong shape. Like that. And we're going to fold it over to 3/4, and I don't measure. That looks good. So we have a shape like that. And we fold this up and over. For our shape like that. And then we're going to fold this other edge over to this edge, and we're going to have, I would call it an ice cream cone shape. A triangle shape. We cut the top off because we don't need those. And we're going to cut a petal shape. And unfold. And there you go. They're so much fun to do and see the results. As you can see, I've been doing a few. I have a few in here. I've made them out of telephone pages and those are the yellow pages out of the telephone. They make bigger ones. You can make little ones. I made little tiny ones. To this size. And these over here. You can really get going on them, but it's a good television craft. You can paint them. You can draw on them with markers. You can paint them with pencils, colored pencils. I can't think today. Excuse me, I'm having a rough day today. This one was done with markers. And I didn't paint it before, I just did the markers on it. Some of them I put paint on them before I do the outline of the shapes. Like this one, like this one. And then this one was just done with markers. So you can use anything you want on them, and they're so fun to do. Okay, that's all I have to show you today. I know this is a little short video, but I'll try to get back on and show you some other things that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get caught up in my journal. I'm really a little behind in my journals, and so been trying to get caught up on those. New one prompt came out today, and I still haven't done last week's prompt yet. So for Crazy Island, which I'm a member of, and y'all can go over there and become a member of that if you'd like, and get the prompts. But I've paid for the videos to be shown to me, and that's really worth the money if you can afford the $19 a month. It's really a good price for what you get, and the bonus you get, and the teachers are just wonderful. They just show you all kinds of techniques. So anyway, thanks for joining me today, and see you maybe tomorrow. Bye bye.